Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we have successfully complete that mark grade options, right? So right now we successfully complete every portion for the mark management. So we have covered that mark entry, we have covered that mark edit and then mark grade. So now in this video we'll start a new session. It's about our school management system account management. Okay, so into the account management there have some of the portions I want to share with you. One will be as a student fee, employee salary system, and also the other cost. Okay, so now let's start it with the student fee. So if you want to create that student fee, first of all, we have to set up our total thing. Like if you go to our project, into the project, that is a mark management, right? So into the sidebar, I want to add another option for the account management. So if you want to do that work, that is in our sidebar, right? So now let's go to our sidebar. Like that is our project, and into the project, if you go to our admin, into the admin, there is a body, and then that is our sidebar. So into the sidebar area, I want to do before I have created another portion for the marks. So right now I want to create another one. Better I copy it, and after that I want to paste it. So that will be not that much. So now I want to create our new portion. Our new portion will be as accounts management. So now I want to change that name. That will be as account. Okay, accounts management. So into the accounts management, first of all, I want to create one of the menu. So right now we don't need this. Step by step we will add our rest of this menu. First of all, that is our menu. So this menu, I name it as a student fee. So that will be for our account related. So now I name it as a student fee. Okay, so this type of one of the menu I want to add. And here I also want to create another route for this one, and I just name it as a student fee view. So first of all, I want to create one of the view page. So that will be as a student, and that will be as a fee, and then I make it as a view. This type of one of the route we have to create. And also I want to add this route. So that means that is for our active route, right? So now I want to also update that portion. I hope it's very much clear to you, friends. So right now we have to create another prefix, and I name that prefix as the accounts. I name it as account. So this type of one of the prefix I have to create. Now go to our web route. So into the web route, that is our previous one as a prefix, as a group prefix, as a marks, right? Now better I want to copy it. I copy total things. So that is our and position. I copy it. And after this, okay, after two of this, I want to add one of the new portion. So I simply paste it. So here, friend, we don't need this. Step by step we will add all that our route. So first of all, that is our first prefix, and here I also remove everything from this position, and I want to change that prefix name. So right now our prefix will be as accounts, right? So when it will be as accounts, then automatically our this sidebar menu will be as active. So that is our active class will be activated. So now I want to update this portion, that will be as accounts, and here I have created one of the route. Our route name I declare as a student fee view. I copy it, so that will be our route. So I simply updated that route, and also that is our URL. So that I just put that URL as a student and fee and then view. So this type of one of the URL I want to create, and also I want to create another controller. Better I want to create another controller as a student fee. Okay, student fee controller. This type of one of the controller I want to create, and into this controller I want to create another method, and I just name that method as a student fee view. Okay, this type of one of the method I want to create as a student fee and then view. Right, so right now first work is we have to create our this controller, and also we have to create some of the migrations table, and also we have to create one of the model. So if you want to create this, we have to go to our project directory. So into the project directory I make it as a CMD. So first of all I want to create one of the controller. Okay, so here better I make it a little bit big size. So that will be as a PHP artisan and the make controller. And now in our backend, into the backend I want to create another folder as an account, and into the account folder I want to create one of the will be our controller name as a student fee controller. So here I name it as a student fee controller. So now if I click it as OK, then automatically into the backend folder it will be created one of the accounts folder, and into the accounts area it will be created one of the controller, right? So now if you click as enter, now you can see our controller created successfully. So now I want to check it, like if you go to our HTTP, into the HTTP, and then there is a backend, and here you can see, friend, now there is a new controller is added as a account folder, and into the account folder that is our student fee controller, right? So first work we have to support this controller. We have to support it in our web route. So now go to our web route, and I want to do after this, okay, after this I better copy it, and here I paste it. So that will be our new prefix. That means our new namespace will be into the backend. I have created that account folder. So right now that will be the account folder, and into the account folder I have created one of the controller, and our controller name as a student fee controller. So now I want to support it. Perfect. So here I support it. So now we are able to use that student fee controller. So that is our student fee controller. And also I want to create another model, and also I want to create another migration file for our this account. That means our student fee view. So if you want to create it, I think you already know, there is a PHP artisan, and then make a model. And I want to create one of the model, and I just name it as the account student fee. Account student fee. Okay, so this type of one of the model I want to create, and also I want to create one of the migrations table. So that will be our migrations table, right? Now if you click as a enter, it will be created one of the model. So that is our accounts student fee model, and also I create another migrations table. Perfect. So first of all I want to support all the things. So in our student fee controller, so that means that is actually everything is connected with our student, all the table. So for the reasons, student, the student folder from to the student fee, that means the exam fee. Right now I copy everything. Okay, I want to support some of the model, that means all that our previous model. So I copy it, and first of all I support it, and also I have created one of the new one. I have created new one as our new model. So if you go to our model area, that means there is our student, there is all that our controller, and that is our model. So here that is our model. So into the model area I have created one of the new model as a account setup fee, right? So now that will be our new model. So first of all I want to support it in our student fee controller, that will be as account and setup fee. Perfect. So right now we don't need this. I simply add this part in our this controller. And after that I have also created one of the migrations table. That means if you go to that database, and if you go to that migrations, and here I have created one of the new one. So that is our account setup fees, right? So that means that it will be created one of the table, and also for this table I want to add some of the field. Better I copy it, and here I want to add some of the multiple field. So first is our default as a ID, right? And after that I want to take another field that will be as a year ID, because accounts student fee is also connected with the year, the class, the student, then the category, right? So now for the reasons I want to add all that, some of the foreign key as a year ID. I name that field, that will be as a year ID. And year ID I want to make it as a nullable. Okay, every field I want to make it as a nullable, and then I want to take another one as a class ID underscore ID, right? And then I want to take another one that will be as a student ID, student underscore ID. Okay, so that is a year ID, class ID, student ID, and then I name it as a free underscore, that will be the free underscore category ID. Okay, category underscore ID. So that is our year ID, class ID, student ID, fee category ID will be needed. And also I take another field as a date. Okay, I name it as a date, and also I want to take another one as a amount. Okay, I name it as amount. So first of all, every field I want to make as a nullable. so better I make it as a nullable, and then nullable. And the year ID, class ID, student ID, and the free category, every field that should be as an integer. I make it as an integer. I make it also class ID, integer, student ID, and the free category ID, I make it as an integer, and date I make it as a string. Okay, you can also use it as a date, or rather than I make it as a for the amount I make it as a double. Okay, I make it as a double. Perfect. I hope, friend, it's very much clear to you. So here I simply want to create one of the table as a account student fees, and here I want to add some of the rest of this field. So that is our year ID field, the class ID field, the student ID, the fee category ID, date, and then our amount, right? And after that I want to migrate this table. If you now click as a save all, and here after this I want to migrate as a PHP artisan and migrate. Right, so that will be the PHP artisan migrate. If you click as enter, you can see our migrations table is now successfully created. So now if you go to our database, into the database, if you now click as a refresh, now you can see that the new table is added as a accounts student fees, and into the accounts student fees I have created some of the field as a year ID, class ID, student ID, fee category, and the date and the amount, right? So here I want to insert all that our data. So first of all, I want to create one of the view page. So if you want to create this view page, now right now we don't need this. Here we successfully created our table, and now if you go to our web route, into the web route I have created one of the methods. So method will be as a student fee view method, and also I have created one of the controller as a student fee controller. So into the student fee controller, now I want to create this method. Now go to our student fee controller. Here I have already support our new model that I have created as a account student fee. So here it will be as a public, and then function, and then I want to create our method. So our method name as a account fee view, right? So that will be our method. So into this method, that will be a very much easy process. I want to get all the data, right? So here I take one of the variable as a data, and then I name that variable as a all data. Okay, all data, this type of one of the variable, and then our this model. So now we from our accounts student fee model, I want to get all that our data. So that means all data I want to get it, and I take the things with this variable. And after that I want to return one of the view page. That means that will be as a return, and then view. So return view, and now I want to create one of the folder into the backend, right? Into the backend. That means here that is our view. So into the before I have created as an employee, marks, so everything I actually separated with different type of one of the folder. So now account related everything I want to save one of the folder area. So that will be as an account. Okay, into the account folder I want to create one of the folder as a student fee. Okay, student underscore fee, and then here I want to create one of the view file. So that will be the student underscore fee underscore view. Okay, this type of one of the file I want to create. So here I get all that our data, take the things with this variable. So that is our data array. So I simply pass it. So right now we get all the data from our database table. That means our account student fee that I have created. So I want to get all the data, and here I want to visible it, right? So now I can visible this data in our this student fee view page. So if you want to access it, first of all, you have to create this folder. So into the backend, I want to create one of the folder name as an account, and then I want to create another folder name into the account folder as a student fee. So right now I create new one, I name it as a student fee, and also I want to create another folder as a student fee view, right friend? So now go to our accounts, and there is our student fee, and here I want to create one of the new file. And now I click as a save as and name it as a student underscore fee underscore view dot blade dot php. So that will be our new file. Okay, I hope it's very much clear to you. So now friend, we have to design this page, because I have already get all the data from our this account student fee table. So better I want to continue this process. In our next video we'll design our this student fee view. Okay, so thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.